Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. My name is Courtney Scales. I am the marketing lead here and your host for today at Console. Joining us today is Emma Kellet, who is the product training lead with Console Cloud. And today we'll be walking you through how Console Cloud can help to future-proof your business. Good morning, Emma.
Good morning, everyone.
We'll be diving into the trends in property management and what happens to businesses who don't take their tech stack seriously. We'll also be diving into a demo of Console Cloud to give you a taster of how Console can work for your business. Before we do get started, just a little overview of who Console is. Console was the first ever property management solution developed in Australia in 1992. And in 2017, we launched away from desktop and into the cloud with Console Cloud. And in less than 3 years, we've become the premier property management solution for Australia and New Zealand. We have been able to achieve this by developing software in collaboration with agencies all across ANZ to reimagine property management to help make the impossible possible. A really great example of this is our workflows. We can save you an extra 2.5 days per month. Think of all the extra time, what you can get done with all that extra time in your month. COVID is a great example for us to see in a short amount of time the role that technology has in business resilience. A 2020 report by Microsoft's Accenture of Australian businesses found that on average, Aussie businesses introduced nearly 10 years of digital adoption into just a few months. The results are pretty conclusive. For those businesses that did change their practices, productivity outcomes were almost 3 times as strong. Most agencies already know this, with 77% of real estate agencies that were surveyed said that technology tools were important in supporting their business continuity through COVID. Not only that, according to a recent report by the NBN, 81% of participants found that working remotely positively impacted their work-life balance. Those are some pretty strong numbers there. Having a tech stack like Console Cloud for your business means that you can go paperless and move to the cloud, work from home or your phone and be out of the office, streamline your maintenance processes, deliver customer value digitally, such as automating landlord and tenant communications to keep them updated and in the loop, improve trust accounting practices, and finding new business opportunities faster. This is all well and good, but what's a practical example of how this can work? Well, I want to walk you through an example of how prop tech like Console Cloud can help you to streamline your business operations, improving your profitability and customer value. Just take a look at this example of a current lease renewal workflow. There's a lot of manual processes involved, right? Well, let's reimagine that process through the lens of systems, taking all the heavy lifting from manual admin tasks to help you focus on what's most important. We don't need to look any further than our own customers to see the impacts that having a strong tech stack can have on your business. This ties into what we were talking about just before. Technology is a tool to help you do your business better, not to do your job for you. Here at Console, we've helped thousands of Australian and New Zealand businesses grow their profitability and save time through industry-leading workflows, insights, and automation, helping you do less and grow more. All right, now let's get under the hood. Emma is going to walk us through a quick demo of Console Cloud to showcase an overview of the awesome features and functionality that can help you do less, make more, and grow more. Emma, take it away.
Thanks, Courtney, and hi, everyone. I'm just going to bring up the screen here. So today I'm going to take you through a high-end demonstration of Console Cloud. Firstly, for those of you who haven't seen Console Cloud, I'm going to take you through some key features that assist your office to work efficiently. The dashboard will keep an eye on all of your office's key metrics and track important KPIs. And the dashboard is customizable to view your whole team or portfolios. As we scroll down on the dashboard, you'll see an item called a yardstick. Yardstick is your Net Promoter Score or NPS tool that comes built into Console Cloud. This tool sends a 2-question survey to your landlords and essentially measures how satisfied they are, and then make sure that your landlord's feelings are documented and attached to their file in Console Cloud. You can see their responses in real time as your NPS scores accumulate, as landlords finalise their surveys. It's a really powerful piece of intelligence, and it's easy to implement as soon as you start using Console Cloud, and what's more is it's free. It's one very surefire way that you can ensure that your agency is performing to high standards and also to make sure that changing property managers isn't on the minds of your clients. Let's now take a look at how you can drill down further on your agency's performance using Insights Pro. If you're wanting to see the big picture and view how your agency is going, you can jump into the Insights panel and get a breakdown in real time of performance. Insights Pro is an advanced reporting solution that is tightly integrated with an agency's console cloud and not a separate piece of software. Most agencies that do rely on advanced reporting to carry out KPI measurements or historical analysis rely on expensive third-party systems to do this. However, with Insights Pro, it's all built into Console Cloud. Reports can be broken down per office if you're a multi-office agency or per portfolio, and there's a range of filters and options to suit your needs. We've done a lot of research to understand what our users go through on a daily basis, including all the activities involved in managing a portfolio. And what we've found is that our users spend a lot of time juggling through many things which cause constant interruptions, or resulting in a loss of work or mistakes being made and really high stress levels. Our aim with workflows is to help reduce that cognitive load, ensuring that you're always on top of things and remove the stress from your work. So first, let's take a look at the lease renewal workflow. Using this workflow, you can reduce the time it takes to process a lease renewal. And using the response process, we're getting 70% responses from tenants within 2 days. So as I open the workflow, I can see a list of all my tenancies that have upcoming lease renewals in the next 120 days. The search function allows me to easily search for a particular tenancy and filter between periodic and also fixed leases. I can see the type of lease and quickly switch any fixed lease to periodic if the lease renewal was in the past and the tenancy is now periodic. At a glance, I can see the intent of the owners and tenant in relation to the lease renewal and the last action that was taken on the lease renewal. So what you're going to be seeing here in a moment is how we can actually send out the emails to tenants to request their intention. So this is being sent with tenants with leases due to expire, and then the email we can see is what the tenant will then receive to respond to. So their response is all fed back into Console Cloud, and it's also updated in your workflow status. So this can be done in bulk to save you more time and without having to leave the screen. So here's an example of that email that we're seeing. So it's as simple as a couple of clicks and your tenant has now given you their intention. So again, without leaving the screen, you can then work through the entire process from emailing your owner's intention with your rent review recommendations to creating the proposed lease, which you can use with the integration Cloud has with REI online forms, and then sending the lease to tenants and owners for signing and finalising the lease, all done within this one screen. So here we are updating the proposed lease details. So very similar to the lease renewal process, we took the approach of taking all the components of finalising a tenancy and put it into one place. Using the vacate workflow, you have a single view of the vacate process and you can see where everything is at, so you can follow up or action any outstanding items to finalise the tenancy. There's also trust accounting embedded into the workflow, so you can do things such as transferring overpaid rent to deposit without having to go to other screens. Tenancies that are vacating appear in the list in one of two ways, which are when the vacate date is set in the tenancy or during the lease renewal process that we just saw. And this is where the owner or tenant has given their intent to vacate. Within the view, you can keep track of what you need to do to finalise the tenancy, including any outstanding rent and invoices. You'll also be able to see when exit inspections have been scheduled and their status. And by expanding the list, I can see a history of the particular tenancy that's vacating, as well as other details, such as if there is bond that needs to be finalised or any tenant deposits or overpaid rent that needs to go back to the tenant. And as you go through the workflow finalising the vacate, I'm reminded of outstanding steps before making that tenant inactive in Cloud. And once again, I'm able to finalise all my vacate process within the workflow and keep track of its progress without having to leave the screen or open a new tab. Plus, having all the steps outlined here for me, there's no longer a need for checklists or manual processing. Now, we know that managing rental arrears can be quite confronting and also can be uncomfortable as you're essentially chasing people for money. It can be something that's easily procrastinated over, so we've built a workflow for it in Cloud that takes care of it for you. Using the rent arrears workflow, you can reduce the time spent managing your arrears. And auto reminders can take the pain away from managing a painstaking process. Communications are tracked here, which is really handy if you need to present it at tribunals as well. The workflows we're building are the first in the industry, and we're continuing to work on them so that they're going to just get better and better. And we'll be adding more workflows in the coming months, so be sure to watch this space. So we've had a little bit of an idea of what Cloud looks like, and you can see in the workflow here, we're going to talk now about what's coming up. So let's start with Console Commercial. Console Commercial is on its way, and it's built so that you can use only the features that you need to efficiently run a commercial portfolio, such as recurring invoices for rent and outgoings, on-charging owner bills to tenants, grouping properties, amortised budgets down to tenancies within a group, and capture and track insurances, plus more. Console Go Inspect is also here, which is our inspection application, allowing property managers to completely mobilise their inspection process and put time back into their day. Console Go Inspect is directly linked with Console Cloud, so it allows you to search and view any property in your database from the app. Other features include no dictation, high-quality photos, multiple database and office use, and multiple login use, meaning that you and a colleague can be collaborating on a large property to finalise the inspection together. You can also send the final inspection report to your owner or tenants once it's been completed from the app. Any information, including photos taken on the app, will also sync directly back to your Console Cloud.
Thank you, Emma. That was awesome. All right, so we've talked a lot about how Console can improve your business, and we're willing to put our money where our mouth is. With our guarantee, we believe so strongly that we can make your business at least 30% more productive, that we'll provide you with a full refund if we fail. All you have to do is use a set of Console Cloud features included within the platform to optimize your business for success. If you are interested in learning about our guarantee, register your details to book a time in with our Chief Product Officer, Matt McGowan. A great example of how Console works in action is a case study from one of our awesome customers in Queensland, Harcourt's Astute. Principal PJ Salami migrated from Gateway to Console Cloud in mid-2019. Adopting Console to the fullest, using features such as our arrears, lease, renewals workflows, his team have reduced manual tasks by 40 to 45% and dropped their average time in arrears from 9 days down to just 3. PJ is a great example of how using the right technology for your business can help to support your performance, even during an event such as COVID. Well, you might be thinking, well, this is great, but how can Console set my agency up for success? I'm glad you asked. We know that moving systems is a really big deal, and we're committed to helping you succeed with us with our rich support and resources to help you win. When you join us, we truly want you to succeed. Our customer success teams are with you every step of the way, from migration to live, to get you set up for success and optimize your business operations. We've also developed a comprehensive learning centre called Nebula, which is the fun way to learn in-demand skills. Nebula can help you grow the skills you need to transform your agency and earn the credentials you need to help grow your career. And our knowledge base is packed full with a comprehensive library of FAQs and how-tos on absolutely everything Console. If you're someone who likes to solve problems yourself, this will be your best friend. Our customer-centric approach to success means that we're constantly releasing new features, functionality, and enhancements. And as a customer of Console, the power is in your hands to decide what we focus on. By lodging which features you'd like to see next and voting on the most popular requests, we're optimizing Console together to benefit everyone. If you are interested in learning more about how upgrading to Console Cloud can make your business at least 30% more productive, book in a personalized demo with us today. Just follow the prompts to find out how. We look forward to seeing you soon.